What is up? It's a great song.
That is King Size Maybe, lead singer, songwriter, and extraordinaire, my friend Gary Eaton out in California. He also does a band called The Army That You Have, or The Army You Have. You should check them out. Army You Have. They're the best band out there.
Well, you're listening to it here on Salty and Savage. I'm Savage. That guy over there is Salty.
I'm Salty. He's Savage. I don't even know which direction.
Bunga Hooch is here first, as per usual.
Bunga Hooch first, as always. Thank you for coming. Carafo, thank you.
All right.
Frost Comics is here. Heck yeah, dude.
Say what? Big
I'm
ups.
drinking Kieran
Campbell.
Ichiban. What are you drinking, bro?
Campbell. I got a little bit of Coors Light, a little taste of the Rocky Mountains
Nice.
right now, and then a little bit of, I don't know, in between, a little bit of Fernet Branca.
Oh,
you remember how we used to do a little Fernet?
Oh, every time we would be hanging out at this bar in California, guys, and this guy would always try to get me to shoot Fernet with him, and I'd be like, no, because it tastes like cat piss, and I'm not drinking that.
I mean, it's not exactly like cat piss.
A little bit. It's like cat peed in it and then fermented for a while, and then it's got alcohol.
It's more like leopard sweat, but yeah.
It does it every time, 50% of the time.
50% of the time. All right. Well,
what's up, Shadowpunk?
How you doing, buddy? Welcome.
What are we going to talk about today? Things are going crazy. Things are going a little crazy this week.
Things are interesting, aren't they?
Mace's ex-boyfriend, and if you guys don't know who Mace is, he was a hip-hop artist, but his ex-lover and boyfriend, P. Diddy, a.k.a. The Diddler.
The Diddler.
Apparently got raided by the FBI this week, so that's kind of going off.
Oh, my
We got bridges
goodness.
collapsing, FBI raids on rappers.
Oh, man. The bridge collapsed. Opening day, yes. And then I hear something about dragons.
And then something about dragons. So that's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Stuff. And how pale I look. Like, geez. There's literally no lights on in this room. This is just how bright it is with my skin.
Hey, ATM Reviews is here, aka BTM Reviews is here.
Oh, BTM. All right. Well, always a pleasure. Welcome. You're for ATM Reviews. It's so good. I love it. All right. So we are here today on a beautiful Thursday, opening day for baseball, and I don't know, the beginning of the end of the rest of his life for the Diddler. Was he caught red-handed or green-handed? What was it?
Apparently he left the country, though. He left the freaking country. He's gallivanting around in his private plane trying to avoid being caught by the FBI for doing what? We have no idea. Is he a PDF file?
Download that later. Let's see. We had a little interesting, you sent me a adorable little Twitter X video. What was it? Something like this. The Diddler did that.
Finally alone. He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
He did that. Guilty AF.
Oh man. And honestly, couldn't have delivered it better than 50 right there.
Yeah.
Little $50 holding it down.
Do we think after 20 years of rumors, him and Mace being lovers in the night, and Justin Bieber being over at his place, and then all the other rumors, do you think it's true? Is P. Diddy a African PDF file? And by African, I mean
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I do. But
we can't say the word African with a T because YouTube will strike us and cut us down. But do you think that the Diddler actually is another Epstein?
I don't know. It's one of those things like Weinstein, where the rumors were always around for years. Everybody knew things, but I don't know. I don't know these things. I was in entertainment news, directly attached, almost like an umbilical cord, into my body constantly for 16
That's right,
years.
because you were a producer at Entertainment
But
Tonight.
or extra, but that's
extra.
fine.
That's
Don't
true.
worry, my mother gets it wrong all the
It's the
time
same
too.
thing, bro. It's like Extra, Entertainment Tonight. Which one was Mario Lopez on?
That was extra. Yeah.
I know.
So anyway, nonetheless, I have been completely unplugged, and so all of a sudden, news like this, I'm jumping back in, going, "Wait, what happened? Hold on, what did I miss? A bridge collapsed on who? Who was smuggling? So wait, he was smuggling people on the ship that collapsed the bridge? What is going on? I'm not getting my news from the right sources, I don't think.
No,
But
you're not. Well, I do think that it's kind of interesting that the Diddler gets raided by the FBI and then a bridge collapses. Almost like the
oh
memes
man,
on the internet going,
it's like I'm sure it
they
was.
found out about the Diddler. Collapse the bridge!
Take it down. Take it down. Okay. But let's see. So what is the let me see if I can add this to the stage here. What exactly is going on? Mace, you were talking about Mace earlier.
So
Mace,
apparently, according to Wendy Williams, who is no longer doing her show, The Wendy Williams Show, used to know these guys and swears up and down that they were lovers in the night. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Okay. I do remember.
But
I do
in the
recall
hip hop world, it's a little sus. It's a little,
Well, regardless of that, apparently Mace reacts to the feds raiding Diddy's homes by saying reparations is getting closer. So let's see. It goes on. It's a good week for anyone who has beef with Diddy. The hip hop mogul has been making headlines for months following an initial bombshell lawsuit from Cassie in November. And on Monday, the 54. God, how old am I now? Holy cow. 54-year-olds. Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided by federal agents. Yikes. Mace calls Diddy's homes getting raided by Homeland Security for sex trafficking the big paycheck and says it's amazing that it all transpired on the anniversary of Biggie's album, Life After Death. I believe it's the 27th anniversary. So he said reparations getting closer. I'm sure he said it like that, but it says closer here. The 50-second mark. I'll be sure to give you a percentage, he says to Cam. Okay. But nonetheless, it was interesting because the beef was over. Of course, neither mentioned Sean Combs by name. Mace and Diddy have a long and battled history. Mace was signed to Bad Boy Records late 90s, early 2000s when he gave his publishing rights to Diddy for $20,000. Yeesh. He attempted to acquire his catalog years after in 2020, publicly slammed Diddy when he turned down Mace's offer to buy back his publishings for $2 million. I mean, all right.
Don't sign your rights over to your art to your lovers.
But according to Wendy Williams, who has been disappeared apparently.
She has been disappeared. Although the other rumor is that Diddy is a loomer with a GR, not a boomer with a GR, and
not an ill loomer,
and did that to Mace and the Bieber and Usher. He's dirty. Since the 90s, he's been a PDF file doing his loomering.
Okay. Lumiere. This is, I mean, and I don't really have all the details. I'm reading articles about Mo Diddley, Mo Problems.
Mo Diddley, Mo Problems is true.
Do you think Diddy was just standing out in front of the house as the feds are walking out with boxes, and he's just like, take that.
No, I think he was like knew what was coming up because we all know that they're all baby blood drinkers up in where they run the federals, the DCs, the District of Columbia. They're all baby blood drinkers, and someone probably gave him a little heads up, so he got on his plane and got out of there before anything could really happen to him. But I'm sure they got the goods on him, but it'll all disappear. If there's any FBI agents that are on the street out there that aren't part of the baby blood drinking cabal of demonic worshipers, get the info and keep it and then release it later, because we all know this country is run by psychos.
That's absolutely true.
That probably all lived on Epstein Island and drank baby blood. I don't care. I don't care. It's true. I used to not believe any of it when people would be like, oh my God, they're all demon worshiping blood drinkers. I was like, yeah, no, come on, dude. You got to stop listening to Alex Jones.
Blood
But what I
doesn't taste that
realized
good.
was it wasn't conspiracy theories. They were spoilers.
What movie are we watching?
I don't know, but I don't like it anymore. I want to go back to the 80s.
Oh, Olympus Down. Olympus Down. Go back to the 80s. That would be oof.
Like I always say.
Are we at episode 3 already?
We're at episode 3. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're doing it for a third time.
Third time is Le Charme. Well, it's awesome to see you and chat with you, buddy, here on this beautiful day in Los Angeles. It was gorgeous, about 68 degrees today. What was it like in Tennessee?
It was a light breeze, about
Go on.
2 degrees. I barbecued some steaks today.
I saw a photo. You sent me a photo of the steaks.
Sent a photo. Yep.
It was
delicious.
The perfect rare to medium rare.
Do you guys want to know how to cook a freaking steak? What you do is you get that grill nice and hot.
Why don't you tell them how to cook a steak? This is what we're here for, right?
And then you just sear the heck out of it. And then
he's right.
I'm gonna show a picture. Actually, look at this. Look at this.
You got
gorgeousness.
That? Hold on. Oh my dear Lord!
Oh, come on, dude. That is how you cook a steak. Charred on the outside, medium rare on the inside.
Chefs.
Just perfect, crusty and salty and delicious.
That's gorgeous. I do, as you know, I am a food fan and do many videos and post photos of my food all the time. That's me and my brothers are messages back and forth, or it's just series of us searing or charring meats mostly.
Andrew Campbell, it's wearing a bell because I still want to taste its insides. That's why it's wearing a bell. It's still mooing, and I like it. Charred on the outside. And you know what? All you Philistines out there, you can keep your bugs. I will never eat your bugs. I have a whole cow inside my freezer. Take that. Vegans.
Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. All right. So this bloomin' onion. I was curious about tri-tip. Speaking of steak, tri-tips. Tri-tip. He's staring at your meat.
Right, baby.
That's ATM for you.
Yeah, that's ATM for you.
But the tri-tip, that cut is so popular out here on the West Coast. Do you not have it? Are you unable to get the tri-tip cut?
Bro, of course we get the tri-tip. I'm from California. So people that aren't from California, there's this whole thing called Santa Maria tri-tip. And if you haven't had it, you really need to try it. You come out to California, you go up the coast of Santa Maria, you get some tri-tip. It's seasoned only the way you can get it in Santa Maria. And it is probably the best tri-tip you will ever have in your life. And we do it here in the Salty House. We have Santa Maria seasoning and we have cuts of tri-tip. And I slow cook that crap on the barbecue. And it's very good.
All right, what's happening here? All right.
Bad once you get used to it. Well, you know what, Darren? You can have all the bugs you want, Commie. I'm not going to eat them.
So, opening day today, aside from apparently a ship filled with people smuggled by the Diddler crashing into a bridge.
That didn't happen.
Allegedly, reportedly, that didn't happen.
Happen.
Okay.
That's a different story. You're merging two really controversial stories that happened in the news together.
My bad. I was just scissoring the stories.
A pedophile known as the Diddler, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Puffy Combs, who probably has raped a lot of people underage, like Justin Bieber and Usher, and then the ship being deliberately steered into the bridge.
Deliberately.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge, two different stories.
Although the key to it all,
I think one might have been used to distract from the other. Which one? I don't know. No,
there is that. I will attest to the fact that anytime there's something crazy, controversial, or whatever that happens, all of a sudden, next on the Puff Daddy files, all of a sudden, some other wild incident takes our view off of the craziness.
Yeah, it's just like it just keeps coming. Maybe it's
Um,
the internet though.
So it's aside from that, it is opening day. So on a lighter note, it's opening day of baseball. Big Giants fan here. I don't know if you could tell by the chitty that I wear, but
Yeah, you go to the city. This is how arrogant people from San Francisco are, right? You can't call it Frisco. You can't call it San Fran. No, they call it the city because there's not other cities in California. There's not other cities in the Bay Area. No, it's the city. And they all go, "Are you going to the city today? Are you going to the city today? I'm going to the city today." San Francisco is it's literally filled with poop, by the way. It's literally filled with poop. What is going on with your hometown, bro?
it's not. I mean, it's not my hometown, but sure.
I mean,
I grew up in the Bay Area. I root for the Giants all day, every day. But yeah, there are parts of San Francisco that are absolutely rough. But
the Giants who are from New York.
Also, I'm walking around Los Angeles right now, and I'm like, pretty good time to leave. It's pretty terrible. You got out of here early. You were about 2 years ahead of everybody. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I got out in 2021, and I didn't look back. California sucks. It's terrible, mainly because it's run by Democrats.
It's too many. No, this is fine. No, we need more money for this. No, we need more fun. And then where's all that money? Where is it?
I don't know. You guys are overrun with homeless.
What'd you do with the money?
Drug dealers and poop.
Man. Poop. Wait. Poop?
Poop.
All right. So it was opening day for baseball. So the Chitty, the Giants did a terrible job at losing to the San Diego Padres today. Our mod is already,
did they lose? Is the game over?
Yeah, game's over.
Oh, fantastic. I love it when the Giants lose.
Thanks for joining us. It's fine. It's all right. I'm excited that
how did the Tigers do? I don't know. I don't care. This is my Magnum PI hat.
Yeah, because that's a thing. But it was pretty rough. I'm extremely excited for the season to get started. There aren't a lot of people around me that you need another brewski? Oh,
I think I need another beer.
People around me aren't always as excited to when the season starts. My lady, I met her in October of a season when we weren't in the playoffs, and so I didn't see baseball until and it couldn't have been more fever pitch because all of a sudden baseball started, and she went, "What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this person?"
And where's she from?
What do you mean? You have to watch every game? She's from Iowa originally.
Oh, that's right.
I met her here in Los Angeles. She's been living here for years, but
doesn't have a baseball team.
Iowa does not. Yeah, it's the Huskers. You're either rooting for Chicago or St. Louis. Most likely St. Louis. But that's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be watching not blacked out games because I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere.
I think Philadelphia got rained out today because Ethan Van Sciver was going to go to the Philly game tonight, but it got rained out. So now he has to go on Good Friday, which you have to say is might be that God actually loves the Phillies because he wants everyone in Philadelphia to go to the game on Good Friday, the day that he died.
What?
It's Easter weekend, you freaking heathen.
Right. Yeah.
Friday's Good Friday. On the third day,
I know all
Christ
that.
Rose.
I made sure to buy lots of fish. I'm ready.
And we go to church on Sunday that we for the entire year so that we don't go to hell.
I mean, it's just one day.
Go to church.
Totally worth it. Anyway, so baseball's happening. Nobody really cares with me, apparently.
How did the Dodgers do? I don't even know. I used to be a Dodger fan, but I don't like the Dodgers anymore. I'm reaching so hard. Oh, look at that. Oh.
How did that even happen? That was pretty impressive. It looks like there's just a tap on the other side of your camera. It's like you got a whole crew there. The camera guy's just like passing it along. You get the sound guy, hands it to the camera guy, who hands it to you.
Or my really awesome wife. She just comes in secretly and just is all, boom, beer me. Thank you.
Handling it.
Go
So-
Mets. Oh, we got a Mets fan in the audience. I think he was going to both today and tomorrow's game. Yeah, BTM, but I think that the Phillies got rained out. It's like raining pretty hard in Pittsburgh or something, so they called it off. Or maybe he's going today and tomorrow. I would definitely go to a baseball game on Good Friday because I mean it's Friday, dude. It's just a Friday. Let's go see baseball. And baseball is the second best sport to watch live,
Okay.
right?
So what's the first best sport?
Bro, hockey.
Hockey is so good live. I went to a couple of hockey games. I'll just while working at Extra, our host Mark McGrath. Well, I was fairly young.
Mark McGrath.
I think I was a runner at the time. So Mark McGrath.
Oh.
I had been chatting with him. I've been doing a few things for him because I was a runner, so I was taking care of all sorts of stuff. We had been talking about how he's like, oh, I have season tickets to the Kings. Like maybe maybe I can give you some tickets. You can go sometime. I'm like, okay, sure, Mark. Whatever.
A waste.
Whatever.
A waste.
One day I'm sitting at my desk and he walks over and he hands me like 4 tickets and he goes, hey bro, remember we talked about these tickets? Why don't you go ahead and go if you can go tomorrow or something? It was like 4
nice
gangster seats with a parking pass, so I got to pull up and get valet about 10 steps away from the front door of Staples Center.
Dude, now I can't make fun of Mark McGrath anymore.
He was genuinely one of the nicest guys, extremely self-deprecating, super great dude. Mark McGrath, anybody in the industry will tell you.
I guess didn't he start out in metal?
He's
didn't
always
he start
metal.
out in metal, right?
Well,
and then went pop.
He definitely popped. That he's the first one to tell you that he sings terribly and his music's garbage, but he can't believe he's popular and he's riding the wave. He's such a great dude.
Okay, I have to change my opinion on him.
He gives me these tickets. We watched the game. It's fantastic. I'm with 4 of my friends. We had a great time. It was like 4th row back. It was my first time at a hockey game. It was an incredible experience. The Kings kicked ass. So we're going to walk out and leave. It's the end of the match, and we're walking, and across the row we see actor Peter Stormare, the guy who in the movies always talks like this. He's in Lebowski. He's one of the nihilists in the Big Lebowski, and Peter Stormare. Oh hey, you see what's going on?
He's been in tons of
skinny
stuff.
guy. He's been in everything. He's unbelievable. We all recognized him immediately, and we see him walking straight towards us. We're both meeting at the aisle, and right when we meet in the aisle, a buddy of mine goes to shake his hand. He goes, "Oh, Mr. Stormare, it's so awesome to meet you." And Peter looks at him and he goes, "Oh," and he goes to shake his hand, and Peter slips on the step, and he goes like he's gonna hit hard, and my buddy grabs his arm and catches him before he hits the ground. And Peter Stormare like looks up and he goes, "Oh, thank you so much. You saved my life." and we're all and he's like, "No problem. Oh my gosh." He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are great. You saved my life." And we were talking
awesome.
We were talking about that for weeks. It was fantastic.
And for years now.
Yeah. Bells on, boys.
Bells on, boys. Yeah, bells on. Thank you, Uncapped Turtle.
We got Andrew's in here with Go Mets. Fair enough.
Go Mets. Okay, fine. Yeah, the Mets are like the redheaded stepchild of New York. Let's be honest, dude. I mean, because originally it was the Yankees and the Giants and the Dodgers, and then the Giants and the Dodgers were like, okay, we're out of here because New York sucks. And then like sometime in the 60s, they're like, well, we kind of need another team in New York, and so the Mets came around. And it's like, how many World Series the Mets have won? Like 1, 2.
It's a little rough. It's a little rough question.
Although that Darryl Strawberry, what was the first baseman that was on Seinfeld's name? Keith Hernandez. That was actually
Keith Hernandez.
That was a pretty good Mets team. I was very young. I was a very young.
Was
kid.
that Keith Hernandez? You can ring my bell. See you guys. Thank you, BTM.
Thanks for coming by, BTM. Always good to have you here, dude.
Appreciate. Wagoner used to manage some professional MLB clubs back in the day.
Wait, how do you manage a professional MLB club? What is that about?
It's MLB The Show. It's a video game. Hey, video games. Don't you got some interesting video game?
Well, first
news?
off, Uncapped Turtle says he
whoa.
got Silence Do Good, but haven't had time to read it. How, dude? It's 28 pages. Come on, bro. You should be able to read that. But I do appreciate it. Hey, if you guys want a really good comic book that doesn't suck like Eric July, everything that he's ever produced in his life, go to Indiegogo, check it out. Silence Do Good. It's a really good comic book. Not gonna lie, I wrote it, I drew it, and issue 2 is coming out probably beginning of May, and it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. But cool. But yeah, so I don't know how many gamers are in the chat. I'm a big time gamer. I've been really disillusioned with the amount of crappy games that are coming out. We've had Gamergate in the news. I don't know if you know about Gamergate 2.0. There's Gamergate like 10 years ago, and then there's like Gamergate 2.0 now.
What's the latest? Give me the quick 2 seconds.
There's this company called Sweet Baby Inc. And apparently they're like this super woke company run by a bunch of like toxic feminist
bunch of sweet
women
babies
that don't even play video games. Telling a bunch of video game companies, you better put black, lesbian, white, male hating superheroes in all your video games. Otherwise, we're going to drag you through the mud on the Twitter space and the social medias and stuff. So they've been doing that for like the last decade. And now I realize why all my games suck so bad. And I've been playing the same stupid modded Skyrim for the last decade because none of the games are any good. No, it's not gospel. It's the facts, guys. I tell you the facts. So anyway, I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a little bit. Baldur's Gate 3 is essentially a sexual harassment training game, like where you like navigate like Dungeons and Dragons world, and then when in between like trying to kill orcs and dragons, everyone that you've teamed up with in the game is literally trying to have sex with you and sexually harassing you. And it's really gross and weird. So I've been looking for a new game to play, and none of the games have been like interesting at all. But then Capcom was coming out with a game kind of like Skyrim, Dungeons and Dragons like world, which I really like. I like role-playing games. I love Fallout. Like BTM just left, and I love Oblivion, dude. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes, dude. Here's the thing, Darren.
Oblivion the movie is so good, bro. Tom Cruise, am I right?
I know Eric's Savage's eyes are rolling over right now because he doesn't play games. He doesn't understand.
I do play games. I do play games.
He doesn't play RPGs.
I couldn't love Red Dead Redemption 2 more.
Dude.
I dive in like full darkness, massive screen, headphone. Like I'm into it, and I love playing GTA, of course, but Red Dead's my little happy place where I get to go away.
I love Red Dead Redemption. I loved Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Thought it was amazing. I couldn't get into Red Dead Redemption 2 because I didn't like the protagonist in that. And I really wish that those games would let me make my own character. I don't want to play your character because it starts to feel like a movie and I'm just like a passive like watcher, and I want to be like active in the game and develop my own character and my own story because I'm weird. Maybe it's because I'm a narcissist. I just want to be in the game, like whatever. But yeah, so Oblivion is definitely better than Skyrim. But Skyrim heavily modded, is amazing. Like it's one of the best games. You just have to mod the heck out of it.
I've seen some of the stuff, and it's absolutely unreal. I mean, to pun intended, it's so good. It is absolutely so good.
All Bethesda games are unplayable unless you mod them. Like they really, really are. Like God Howard is a terrible producer. He makes really buggy games. They're horrible. But the fact that they leave them open source and let the community kind of like mod and add things to the game make it a lot better. So I'm modding Skyrim right now, but I was really wanting a new game. So there's this new game by Capcom called Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 1 was amazing. It was a really, really good game. Really good combat system. It's like, I think it was like, I don't know. Darren probably could tell us better than I could. But I think it was like 8 years ago. It was really good game. So Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out, and if you guys know, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the worst things that they did, they started selling this game for $70. It's a single player game. It's not an MMO. It's not a mobile game. It's a $70 game on Steam. And they filled it with microtransactions, like crazy amounts of microtransactions. So if you were like playing, like everyone knows, like when you play an RPG game and you start making your character, you're like, I'm going to give myself this skill and I'm going to give myself that skill. And I'm going to add, whatever, like I'm going to be like a roguish kind of character with stealth and agility. And then you start to play the game and you're like, I don't really like playing like this. I'm going to edit my character.
Yeah, let me change it up.
Yeah, right. Like you
like I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater or something, and I'm like, this guy is terrible. Like I want more rail balance. I can skip the ollie. I can skip whatever. Whatever. That's maybe a dated reference, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater, folks.
Yeah,
the normie here.
No, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater had a lot of RPG elements. Super good game, especially if you grew up skating. You have to love that game. I grew up skating. That's a great game. So you want to edit your character. Oh, I'm going to edit some stuff. They charge you $2 to edit your character every time you want to edit your character. So you can't even like edit your character, go test your character, find out you messed it up, and then go back and edit your character. Every time you want to edit your character, they were going to charge you $2. If you wanted to fast travel, another $2. Yeah,
wait, fast travel?
Fast travel, another $2. Let's see all of them. Let's see. Oh, makeshift goal key, which is like getting a key to like probably pick a lock for a chest, to get some loot.
Sure.
That's what is it? Euros, 89 cents euros. So that's probably like $2 because Europe's worse than America.
It's like $1.15 probably.
Yeah. Like just like massive amounts of, and this is a single player game where they charge you $70 to play. So Steam went nuts, dude. Everyone on Steam was all, no, F this is terrible. And like Steam's getting a lot of hits because Sweet Baby Inc. that everyone knows about, that where they were like ruining all of our games for the last decade. So they've been just taking hits left and right. So Dragon's Dogma was all like, Dragon's Dogma 2 nurse microtransaction after Steam backlash. So just when you think that complaining and whining and being pissed off at giant corporations can't do anything, just look. It can. So next time the gamers piss you off, don't get mad, get even, and be a whiny little complainer like I am on the internets and post your comments to Steam. Because apparently they nerfed all their $2. So now they're like, okay, buy our game. So now I'm gonna actually play this game because I'm like, I've been modding Skyrim for the last 4 days, 0 hours played because they updated it, and now I'm trying to remod it. Everyone that's modded a Bethesda game knows that it's freaking terrible. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. You don't play video games. But now I might actually just buy this game and try to play it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I try it? Should I buy it? Should I stream it? Am I playing and
that would be interesting.
Dying to Dragons?
And Dying to Dragons on the next episode of Dying to Dragons. I remember I was so cat people in the game look dumb.
Cat people in any game look dumb, even the Khajiits. I don't like Khajiits in Oblivion or Skyrim. I think it's the worst. Like, really, it's a giant cat walking and talking. Like, could you come up with something a little bit better, a little bit more original, a little bit more unique? Sorry, I interrupted. I always do that. I'm terrible at it.
No, it's awesome, and it's crazy to see how these games have changed. Like to see what level they're at, and then they reach this peak. And then boom, they make this turn like, oh, you know what we should do? We should Bucky Lassick is a saint. You goddamn right. So they're like, you know what we should do? We should try to make a little more money and do these little and everyone's like, what in the world are you doing? I remember if we're gonna date how how far back I go in the games. I had a copy that I bought from Best Buy of Daggerfall.
Daggerfall.
I bought a copy of
Oh,
Daggerfall,
that's a
brand
good
new.
game, man.
Brand new from Best Buy, and couldn't wait 45 minutes to, upload it to the computer, even though it was probably only like 20 megabytes or something ridiculous, whatever stuff was at the time. But that's when you said fast travel, it took me back to my first playthroughs of Daggerfall, where I was like, wait, is it going to really take me this long to get from one town to another? How is this map this big? Oh my dear Lord, because there was nothing like it at the time. It was so massive. And then I finally discovered the fast travel, and I went, oh my God, I've been wasting hours on this. Just running through the forest.
I love Daggerfall, though. That was actually a really, really good game.
Classic. That was back like the 11th hour, and interesting PC games like that.
PC games are always better. Consoles are for peasants. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. If you play your games on PS5
from the city, you're looking at a peasant.
I'm sorry that you're a little bit of a peasant.
It's a pretty awesome. I'd be excited to see you stream this action. That would be cool. What do we say?
Like, the thing about streamers is
does the chat want to see a Salty
they
want to
see me badly play a game?
Probably.
I'm not one of those guys that likes the really hard Souls games. Don't excite me. I'm an old man now. I just want to enjoy a game. I want to get lost in your world. I want to kill some orcs and dragons. I don't want to I don't want it to be too difficult. Life is already difficult. I got to go cut trees tomorrow. I got to draw my comic book all day. I got to work, I don't want to work in my video game too.
I know. It's so tough.
Bunga Hooch would rather see a modded Skyrim stream. And I'm going to tell you, Bunga Hooch, I'm on day 4 of modding. It will be good. I might do that instead because my modded Skyrim is really, really good. I have a really good graphics card. That thing's going to look like a modern game. And that engine, I don't know. It's pretty good, dude. I like that game.
What are we saying? Should be Superland level overpowered in all video games. I will never understand the desire for a game to be harder than a job.
Right, dude? Seriously. I guess I feel like hard games are for guys that never played sports. It's for guys that never really had a job they hated or anything. Because I'm why would I want my fun time to be frustrating and difficult, man? I don't want to play a game that's going to want me to make me want to throw the controller across the room. I don't want to do that.
Right.
And I've done that.
But at the same time, some of the greatest games in your nostalgia, sector of your brain are these games that we were so frustrated with, on Nintendo or something for a period of time. And then finally you beat it and it was the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah, I don't really care about beating anything.
Okay.
I haven't beaten a video game in such a long time. I literally got to Act 3 in Baldur's Gate 3, and it was so buggy in Act 3, I stopped playing, and I was cool. I enjoyed the game, other than the sexual harassment that I received from the NPCs, because I downloaded a mod where I didn't have to deal with the other characters they made. I would just make my own characters, and that was good, because I always want to mod your game, because I'll do a better job than you. But I don't have to be the game. I want to get lost in the world. It's like reading a novel, I just want to read the novel. I love to read a novel, a good piece of fiction or a comic book where I can kind of just get lost in the world and kind of fall in love with the characters and the world and what's going on. And I don't care about accomplishments. I gotta accomplish crap in real life. I gotta finish my comic book. I gotta do chores in the forest that I live in. I don't care about the video game.
I gotta do chores in the forest.
Well, see the axes in the back, guys? Yeah, that's what I have to do this weekend. I have to chop down some trees.
Do you use your I know you were just telling me before we started that you're using the axe that I sent you, but do you also use the Grand Force Brooks you have?
I do. I use that little guy for little saplings. So we have this Chinese vine that's growing in our forest right now. And we're trying to kill it and fight it. And that little hatchet, man, I just murder that Chinese vine. Because like I don't know if everyone that's in the South, like people that are in Tennessee or like Florida or whatever, they know about this kudzu vine that's like overtaking our hardwood forest because it was brought in by a Democrat.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
That thought that the vine would be a really good ground cover to fight erosion. But the thing is that what it ended up happening was it took over the forest,
it's destroying other ecosystems.
And it's destroying our ecosystem. Kudzu, yeah, it's called kudzu on Cap Turtle.
Yeah,
it's terrible, and I hate it.
It's
and that Democrat that brought it in,
destroying the forests of Appalachia.
Yeah, it's destroying the forests of Appalachia.
I'm a big forest guy. I can't wait to get to your property and walk it with a couple of axes and just mess around and actually make some handles out of your the trees you got around there. Ooh, look at that. That's a classic TV guide. Classic TV guide. I used to have those and use them.
So who's seen this original CBS thing? I saw it when I was a kid, but have you seen the new one, the new Shogun, based on this Shogun?
I don't believe so. I saw there's a new Fall Guy.
What?
But
dude,
the new Shogun. Oh wait, that's with is that the new series with what's his name? The oh god, he's such a good actor. The new Shogun series. Do us all a favor and like do a Google search. I'm trying to like get my miniature drink on. I'm drinking my my Fernet that tastes like leopard sweat.
So there's like, I don't know if everyone's seen it.
Uncapped Turtle's like, oh, I've been there. My homie Jeremy been covering the Shogun series on this channel. Oh wait, he has a photo. Oh, where'd it go? I have a photo. I've been moving. I have a photo at the Shogun Castle. Uncapped does. Yeah, where is it? What's the deal? I thought it was Amazon or something. Or is it Hulu? It's Hulu or
no, I got something. I got it here, dude. I got it here, man.
Oh, you got it though?
I got it, man. Right. It's coming.
I do enjoy those style of films and whatnot. They're always so good.
We'll have to pause it and not watch it maybe with audio. Let's see. Because we got our channel struck last week because we watched the trailer. But
yeah, if we
got dramatic music. Oh, look at that. Oh,
wow. Okay, it's FX. Got it. Okay.
So it's gonna FX.
It's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty awesome.
So this was like something that Critical Drinker actually liked.
Oh yeah? Yeah, he's so good. I love this guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna get
right.
Look at the cinematography, and then we'll bring the sound back.
It looks unreal.
Just remember, we live and we die.
Wow,
dude, okay. So when I was a kid, I saw the original. It's based off of a book, a novel series. I never read the novel series, but I hear it's really, really good. And the CBS series was really good. It starred Toshiro Mifune, and if you don't know who Toshiro Mifune is, I feel sorry for you because he's like one of the best actors of all time and the greatest Japanese actor of all time. And he was in like Yojimbo and what is it? Seven Samurai, which Magnificent Seven was based off of Seven Samurai. Bug's Life was based off of Seven Samurai.
So yeah, half the movies, half the cinematography and the use of like effects and a number of things are based off of Seven Samurai. It's so good. I mean,
so
I went to film school.
I didn't go to film school. I dropped out of college.
Oh my God, there's a white guy?
Well, do you not understand what Shogun's about?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
So Shogun is about an Englishman.
No. You're telling me that a white guy got a job when there were tons of other diverse people around that were obviously available?
I mean, they should have gone with an African American lesbian woman representing England being shipwrecked on the shores of Japan.
That would have been interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
FX decided to play it safe and go with a Anglo-Saxon looking person to play the Englishman.
Hey, all right, he looks healthy. Let's check out another few seconds. What do we got?
Man has 3 hearts. One in his mouth for the world to know.
What?
Another in his chest, just for his friends.
And then
And a secret heart, buried deep.
Deep where? Deep in your
Dude.
pants? Where's your third heart?
my third heart is probably my liver.
In your liver?
It's the only thing that's keeping me going. It's filtering all the bad stuff out. That's where my third heart is.
Where no one can find it.
That score is pretty good.
What kind of man wields power in a land like this?
What?
Yeah, it's good.
This looks good. This looks good.
I should check out who's
I'm gonna have to watch this.
doing the music for it.
The score sounds good. The cinematography looks good. It doesn't seem woke at all.
Shogun miniseries. Who's doing the score? Original soundtrack. Was it Atticus Ross? Oh, it's Atticus Ross. Okay.
I have no idea who that is. Can you please explain to the chat who that might be?
He and Trent Reznor were in 9 Inch Nails. Or I don't. Maybe he wasn't in 9 Inch Nails. I'm trying to remember. But they won the he won the Oscar with Trent Reznor for the Social Network soundtrack. But he's fantastic. I'm all about scores. I'm super into original soundtracks. I listen to tons of Hans Zimmer and all the 3-name guys, all the guys that have 3 names. I actually live. Actually, the place that I'm in now used to be the home of an agent for big composers, and so for the last 3 years, I've received a fruitcake from James Newton Howard every Christmas. So that's pretty awesome. If you know who James Newton Howard is, it's 3 big names, buddy. 3 big names in the industry. Not sure if you know. I'm dropping names because he accidentally sent me a fruitcake, and that I'm sure that wasn't a secret sign of anything. Just because you're bad guy doesn't mean you bad guy. All right, so Backwoods. Hold on. Uncapped Turtle wants to know about the Backwoods Beard Balm. The Backwoods Beard Balm was like, I made woods, and it was a gentle scent, and then I wanted something that was a little more heavy on the woods, bring in a little eucalyptus. You know, I'm making this really juicy, and that's Backwoods. It's got a little more. It's a little more pungent. Doesn't necessarily smell like someone from the backwoods, but like if you were wandering in the backwoods. It's a stoner at Burning Man.
If you were wandering in the backwoods,
no patchouli
it actually
involved.
Doesn't smell bad. It's if you think about it, because there's nothing but plants and like goodness in the backwoods.
It's pretty great.
The best one though is the best scent that he has is The Woods. It's called The Woods. And that's the best.
Well, that was the original. That was the original. That's you have the original batches of the Woods, which I then turned into Woods, but it wasn't quite as strong. So I realized, I was like, you know what? This isn't as pungent as the Woods was. So I went and I made Backwoods, and so that's the next level. So if someone was looking for something like what you're talking about, Backwoods is the one.
I think you should rename it to The Woods, because Backwoods seems a little seedy. I don't know.
Does it?
I don't know.
I already have wood. I already have Woods, man. I mean, come on. You want to just start renaming everything? I only have a limited supply right now too, because I've been selling most of them like by mouth and to my friends and whatnot. And pretty soon I'm going to be moving, and I won't be able to make it for a while. So
I will tell you
while you can,
Darren. If your beard is feeling sad, you were saying your beard is sad. Get some of this beard balm, because, bro, your beard will be glad.
Larson Bros. It's a killer logo. Look at that logo.
Who did that logo? Whoever did that logo really did a good job.
And the colors are great.
Yeah,
the colors are great.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. I think pretty high. I mean, I do pretty well, but I'm married, so I don't know, Darren. I mean,
if
I don't know.
if your upper lip smells good, you naturally have more confidence. So
Yeah, honestly, if you feel good, the ladies know that you know. Look at look at that. Frosty
oh,
mug.
what? Where does it come from, folks? How does this even
Mm,
happen?
It's so delicious. It's so good, man.
What
I think BTM started his stream early. That little bastard, man.
he likes to
I
to
do love that
squash.
guy, though.
He's trying to squash our stream. He's like, these guys got
No.
nothing. No.
But it is true. If you actually feel good about yourself and you have confidence, women realize it and they're like, oh, what is it about him? And then the right women will just want to be near you. And the wrong women, which is pretty much like 65% of women, will try to destroy you. So
Don't
just
bring
be
me
careful.
down.
Just be careful. It's true. Modern women are.
Did someone just order some beard balm? What? Sorry,
right.
mate.
Back to the trailer. Let's watch this trailer a little bit.
Oh.
We're just what we're doing is we're playing a little bit of the YouTube's game because YouTube's is really crappy to us. Let's watch this.
The one with the open or the one you never see? When I die here, likely.
It looks so good.
Dude, and they have Japanese. They're speaking Japanese with subtitles, so it's like actual it's actual cinema. Cinema.
It's so good.
Oh, look at that.
War is coming.
Oh shit.
Right here.
Dude,
a
I
little
love
bit of the story. A little bit of the story.
shouts
so you guys
in
know.
Japanese.
So in Shogun, in this, I can't remember the time history, but the emperor, there was an emperor that died. There's a new emperor. There's a bunch of different territories of the shogunate, who are basically fighting for influence with the emperor. There's Spaniards that have landed and have been trading with certain territories in Shogun. And then there's this English guy that crash lands. England was, in a war with Spain, and they're trying to expand their empire. So they were going out to Japan too to like reach out their influence there and do trade and things and all that. And their ship crashes onto the shores of Japan. So this one shogun is trying to like use the English guy to, get influence and win the influence against the Spaniards. So it's like all this like intrigue and political, nonsense. And I'm not explaining it well, but whatever.
Life and death are the same. Both can have value and purpose.
This is not where we die. We should be corpses, I know. But here we are. My life is mine and yours is yours.
So that's the only part that I'm all like, because they got to always have the woman. Oh, she's kind of a badass now. And it's like, dude, in Japan, like, she would not be doing that in feudal Japan. Like, she was like lower than livestock. And that's just historically accurate, which shouldn't be. But, Japan was kind of brutal and terrible at that time.
If you can't see that, you'll never be free of this prison.
It is you who is imprisoned. Freedom is all you ever live for.
己の務めを果たす覚悟はできておるか。
覚悟はできておりまする。
Oh, it looks so good! Oh!
February. So it's it's already out. That's right,
dude. It's already out. It looks so good, man.
I have been getting some plugs for that.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah,
it's so old. Like we're so behind. At on Salty and Savage, we will always be a week behind, a day late, and $1 short. Just so you know, that's just the way we roll. That's the way we roll.
At least.
Hoes be messy with dogs. True. 100% true. Hoes be messing with dogs.
Oh, been messy. Hoes be messy, homie. Thrives.
No, not Shungite. Shogunite.
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight. Speaking of the Diddler.
Speaking of the Diddler, take that. Yeah, man. Do you we already told people that you're a ridiculous comic book guy, and that's really why anybody's here watching this, because of this action, because you're going to be a champion among men.
Well, I hope. Buy my book. You guys will not be disappointed. My book is actually really, really good. I guarantee you it is more entertaining than anything coming out of the Ripperverse, which isn't saying much.
Well, it's more entertaining
But
than
it's
this.
saying
That's
a
for
lot.
sure.
It's probably a little bit more
The
entertaining. than this.
Ripperverse. I think, man. Okay. So what? What's next, man? What's next for you? What's next for us? Are we? We're doing this. Are people liking this? I mean, we got a couple people that are hanging out. We really appreciate Uncapped, Admiral, Darren, who's at ATM, has been killing it. We
could call it, instead of the Ripperverse, maybe we should call it Rippatrace, because they do a lot of tracing. So this is our third show. We're kind of figuring it out. We would love if you guys all liked and subscribed, told your friends. We're trying to get a little bit better at the show, so thank you for coming out and hanging out with us and bearing with us as we kind of like figure out this whole thing. Because my boy Savage and myself, we've been used to being the guys behind the guy. Savage over here used to be a producer on Extra, and myself was a creative director in entertainment advertising, working on such campaigns as Deadpool, which did a spot with Mario Lopez on Extra. For Deadpool, and Savage got to be part of that, which was awesome.
Always.
But so we're usually the guys behind the guy from entertainment. So if you guys have any questions about for us, think about them. Let us know next week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and maybe we can have a conversation with you guys about what's been going on in Hollywood and what we know about Hollywood and all the bull crap about Hollywood and how they all drink baby's blood.
Oh, dear Lord. I have a topic for you to discuss. The Holy Roman Empire was neither holy nor Roman, nor an empire.
Well, it was an empire. So, but I know that. I do appreciate that.
Apple Jacks contains neither apples nor jacks. Discuss. All right.
I utterly despise the name Ripperverse. Imagine if Marvel was called Stanleyverse. Frost Comics is a really good guy. He has a really good comic. You should actually, dude, Frost, you should come on the show soon and talk about your comic book, because we would actually maybe we might start opening up the show to everybody to come in.
Everybody?
I want to have you and then B.A. Turner. Well, not everybody.
Yeah. But
like interesting people. But pants are optional. Like, let's just be honest. Pants are optional for the show. Okay, so did you ever try to pitch Sexpool? No, but the Satan Sisters did. Yeah, so there's that. They're, for people that don't know, I think everyone here pretty much knows Eric July is a con man and a grifter, and hired pornographers who literally wrote a pornography spoof of Deadpool. Okay?
Wait, they did?
Literally wrote a pornography spoof of Deadpool.
Go on.
So, the Christian libertarian / conservative guy working at the Blaze has a comic book company that hired horror pornographers who wrote a pornography spoof of Deadpool to be the lore masters of his comic book empire.
Weird. Lore masters?
Yeah, dude.
Like is that like the person that runs a D&D game? Like they're...
No, that's called a dungeon master.
Okay. But
Lore
that's
master is like
the way you've just
a new fancy way to call pornographers your editors for your comic books.
I
Yeah.
was like, with the way you've described them, dungeon masters sounds appropriate as well. So,
Yeah, well, Dungeon Masters is a whole nother thing for a whole nother day.
just remember, dude, don't punch down, bro. Don't punch down.
Never punch.
Never
Well, no,
punch
that's the
down.
thing is like with Eric July, he started punching up. Like I loved his intro video to his world. He was like, Marvel and DC don't listen to the fans anymore. It's all about DI, and it was like, race swapping. Everyone's gay. DEI all in their books, and he was like, oh, that's terrible, just tell good stories, we want to hear good stories, so we're going to do something different at Ripperverse. And I was like, oh, this sounds cool, man, let's do this. And then proceeds to hire woke SW Day pornographers and give you really crappy artwork in his comic books. So anyway, everyone knows, everyone's already doing it, everyone's already talking about it.
Well, there will be more on whatever the hell it is they're doing later. They just I believe they actually just released about just a few hours ago, the Ripperverse released a new video called Meet the Ripperverse Team, and it's the Suska sisters in introducing themselves. So maybe next time we'll touch on that so we can see what how they're presenting themselves versus how you have been presenting them to
will they
audience.
talk about the what's a word? I'm gonna have to ask my wife.
Well,
what's a word for incest porn?
Here's the thing.
Really? Because that's what they made. They made incest porn.
Here's the thing is if you were gonna do an interview with the girls that were in like what 2 Girls 1 Cup or something like that, like obviously like you have to break the ice. They have to be like, yep, this was us. We're the two girls and from the cup, so it's like
we're the 2 girls from the cup. And if you guys knew and were around in the early 2000s, you know exactly what Savage is referencing, and it's basically what they've made their entire career.
But yeah, it's like it would be crazy for them not to at least just address it. Be like, you've probably heard about our video where like we totally like vomit into each other's mouth or whatever it is they do.
Drank each other's pee.
They took the trailer off Twitter, did they?
So apparently to uncap
the Yaira trailer?
The Yaira trailer has been taken off Twitter. That's hilarious. And then see, Uncapped Turtles just always brings all the you know what we should do is we should show Uncapped Turtles videos next week. He's got some really good videos. People are mocking the Sisters retweet of the trailer because it's no longer there. Yeah, dude. Like they got that's called getting ratioed.
Oh my gosh. Uncapped. So he never watched the girls, but he does know Lemon Party. Also, you are old if you know Lemon Party. Yeah. Wow.
I think that's what maybe the Soska sisters should start calling themselves as Girls from the Cup, because that's essentially who they are.
The Amalfi Lemon Party. Thankfully, so I have this long. Yes. Lemon Party. No, don't Google what that was or is.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Never do it. Unless you want to.
I mean, unless we got, are you doing another? Last week you ducked out of here and you did another podcast. You doing anything else?
I'm gonna go back to modding Skyrim.
Nice.
Because I'm gonna just maybe start playing my modded Skyrim once I get it figured out and test it and all that. So maybe hopefully starting next week. No crashes.
Do you do the mod where like all the girls have like huge boobs or whatever?
No, I'm not that guy. I'm not a pervert. I think that's gross. Stop looking at porn. Okay. No,
I just know it existed. I've never played it.
Oh no, dude. Skyrim's got like if you go to Nexus Mods and you have, or there's another site and everyone knows what it is if you mod. It's called Lover's Lab. Where it's essentially like you could turn Skyrim into a sex dungeon video game with dragons. And it's gross. And like honestly, if you're playing that, get help.
Get help.
Like go out, touch some grass, do some push-ups, go to the bar, talk to a girl. Okay. Stop playing Skyrim modded with porno mods.
But
Please.
until then, you're going to definitely be playing modded Skyrim. What mods are you using? I guess that's the question.
Dude.
Did we even talk about this? What mods are you actually using?
So right now I'm going through, I'm trying to, so I usually go through, and I think this is a mistake. I think I mod wrong a little bit. So first I like to go through all the like armor and weapon mods and make sure I got all my armor and weapon mods. I get like Lesko's wearable lanterns. And then I download like all the little extras like the Civil War mod and you could be King of Skyrim mod and some of the gameplay mods. And then right now I'm going through all the graphical mods. So I'm trying to like download all the 4K resolution textures for the environment and things like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think I should go back and do it first with the graphics. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is getting the EMBs, which, you know, if I'm boring you guys, I'm sorry. The EMBs and the, you know, all the other stuff. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to try to take the 12-year-old game that Skyrim is, update it to 2024. And hopefully by the end of the weekend, I'll have a playable playthrough that I can play.
A playable playthrough that I could play. Play?
Darren,
Play?
oh, dude, Darren, don't
Play.
do it. Don't 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 do it. Whatever you do,
Just bookmark. Oh my God. Don't do it.
don't do it.
Please don't.
Don't.
So it looks like Uncapped is fully invested and ready. He went Beard Balm, book, bring me on the show. The 3 Bs.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Uncap. If you want to follow Savage on Twitter, it's
Yeah. At the
at
Rusty
the
Savage.
Rusty
That's me.
Savage.
I think everywhere it's pretty much.
His Instagram is a lot more active. I'll be honest, because he's kind of like
Twitter. Twitter is all I only use it to like complain at corporations so I can get free coupons to replace the shit that they sell.
Yeah. But if you want, follow his Instagram because he actually posts a lot of dang crap, like fun stuff on there. Are you still doing your chopping wood to metal stuff?
The heavy metal wood chopper. I'm that's on pause because we sold our cabin. We had a cabin in the woods in the mountains of Southern California, in Twin Peaks. Actually, that was kind of cool. So we had a cabin in Twin Peaks, and that's where I would chop my wood and do my heavy metal wood chopping. Yeah, had a few of those. I was working on producing more, and then I got like another job, and then the pandemic. I mean, there was just anyway. But hopefully, once I get to Iowa, there'll be a little more heavy metal wood chopping. There's going to be some heavy metal wood working as well, because I recently made an awesome end grain cutting board for my lady, which I think is pretty dope, and I would love to continue doing that stuff. But always anything with an axe, man. I'm ready to do it. But I've been a little sparse on Instagram lately because we got the move coming up. So, but wine, booze, sandwiches, all sorts of. Ooh, what is this? Oh yeah, that's your Shiprock logo.
Keep going.
That
talking.
looks so great. But anyway, on Instagram, I got some decent stuff, some fun stuff, and there's links to shirts that I make and various things. We got pretty soon we'll have
seriously
salty Savage shirts. It'll be pretty dope.
Yeah, check that out. If you guys are super into metal, like super into the heavy metal, and want to go on an awesome cruise, go to shiprock.com. Check it out, man. I actually do all the promotional artwork for this, so I illustrated this and stuff. But essentially, what it is it's a cruise in the Caribbean. They go to like different ports around basically island hop on this cruise ship, and every night it's just one wild heavy metal party the entire night. It's like they have, I think, over 25 bands on the cruise ship, so every night it's a new band just rocking
Go to the
out.
lineup.
It's super, yeah. The lineup is not.
Yes.
He has not I don't think he's announced the lineup yet. He might have a couple of bands. Yeah. See.
Okay.
So they're still waiting for the lineup, but it does not disappoint. Every year, it's an awesome time, dude. And if you guys want to check that out, you should check it out because it's awesome.
It sounds like a place we should do an episode of Salty and Savage from. We're here on the boat. We're trashed.
Oh yeah, we might do that, dude. We might.
And then we steer it into a bridge.
It'll be kind of fun. Well, all right. I guess that's
That's probably
it might be time to go. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Thanks for coming, though. Really,
wrap
honestly,
it up.
we'll keep doing this. We're gonna keep trying to do this, and then once Savage moves to Iowa, which will be in the next couple of weeks, we'll probably start going to
It'll
twice
be
a week, maybe
a little
3 times a
little
week.
longer than then, but you'll know. I'll be talking to you guys.
Yeah.
You'll know what's going on.
And then we'll be back next Thursday, same time, 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central, and 4:00 Pacific. But maybe we should change the time. I don't know. Are most of you guys Eastern? Are most
We'll
of you
work on
guys
that.
Central?
There's also going to be
Figure
some
it out.
open houses and various things in my place, so we may have to adjust things. But y'all will know. We'll keep you up to date. Appreciate the Admiral and Uncapped and Darren and the Barons handling things. The mod, the Baron.
Thank you to the Baron.
Thank
Thank
you
you to everyone in the chat. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us
Chat for
and
sure.
having a good time with us, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, had a great time. I'll send you off with a little bit of the way we came in. What do we think about that?
Yeah,
It's a great track.
King Size Maybe by my boy Gary Eaton.
You know it.
What am I doing here all alone? I got things that I gotta do. Waiting for my friends to come along. I don't mean to sound so lonely. I can't help it if I'm blue. Waiting for my friends to come along. I can't wait till Friday evening.
Yeah, I can't wait till Friday either. Peace out, buddy. Good talking to you. Till next time.
Later.